Welcome to the episode 3 of Chapter 4, A Show Under Watch. It is the second day of our investigation of this very peaceful version of Oxia. However, Vita's patience is running low and she will probably try to put some more extreme methods to our investigation to lure out the another observer. And we right now with Teresa and Entropy are trying to find Litos. And we already hear the Duonigo. Huh? That voice?
怎么，有胆量逃，却没胆量说话吗？
He got caught by Thelemas. What? You are brave enough to run away, but too timid to speak?
大人，您就饶了我吧，我是有胆也没力了。您雇人到处抓我，害我一天跑出了1年的运动量，我这条老狗是真的不行了。
Lady Thelemas, please forgive me. Even I had the courage, I wouldn't have the strength for it. Without the people you hired to track me down, I have burned a whole year's worth of calories just in one day. I'm getting old, you know? I really can't do this anymore.
早知如此，何必当初？
You should not have done it if you didn't want to be punished.
您还想把我关进学校吗？咱有没有商量的余地呀？不要1年1周行不？
Are you going to lock me in the school again? Can we negotiate? Like keeping me there for a week instead of a year? Which school?
1个月，撑死1个月，我都快10岁了。哎呦！
1 month, just 1 month at most. I'm almost 10 now.
那就看你的诚意了。
That would depend on your sincerity.
喂，
Hello, it's Vita?
阿雀，我没打扰你练
Oh no,
台词
it's...
吧？
Sure, are you still practicing your lines? I hope I'm not interrupting.
没关系，我刚好想休息会儿呢。怎么了？
It's okay, I was just about to take a rest. What's up?
没什么大事，我想让一只狗跟你说2句，你听着就行。
It's no big deal. I just wanted a dog to chat with you for a while. You only need to listen.
Huh?
Why?
嘿嘿，宋雀小姐，哦，宋雀大人，我是多尼格尔，就是昨天害你摔了的那条不睁眼、不识趣、不懂礼数的狗。
Miss Sanctuaire! I mean, Lady Sanctuaire! I'm Duonigo, the same blind, stupid, and impatient hook the dog from yesterday. It was all my fault that you stumbled.
您今天情况如何？需要我来演几个小魔术逗您开心吗？放心，不走死里逃生那套，咱走寓教于乐的。
How are you doing today? Would you like me to perform some magic tricks to cheer you up? Don't worry, we don't be doing any of that life or death escape stuff. Just something fun and educational.
我今天好多了，医生说估计再过个2、3天就能正常走路啦。
I'm feeling much better today, thanks. The doctor said I should be able to walk without any problems in 2 or 3 days.
哦，那你的身体可真是强健，不像我这老狗，跑2步就直喘气儿。哎呦！
Then you must be in top form, unlike this old dog here, panting after running a few steps.
说重点。
Get to the point.
收到。
Oh, of course.
其实我今天借瑟利姆大人的手机给您打电话，也不为别的事，只为了向您道歉。
Actually, the only reason I borrowed Lady Thelemas' phone to call you is that I want to apologize.
对不起，宋雀大人，我以后一定遵守交通规则，绝对不在街上追逐打闹，我发誓。
I'm sorry, Lady Sanctuaire. I swear to abide by the traffic rules and never run around the streets again, I swear.
好，说到这里就可以了。
Alright, that's enough.
哥， 你也不用这么难为他吧。
I don't think you need to make things so hard for it, Thelemas.
你误会了，我对难为他不感兴趣，我只是想让他亲口道歉。
I'm afraid you are mistaken. I have no interest in making its life difficult. I just want it to apologize in person.
礼仪是人之为人的基本，对吗？
Politeness makes a person, right?
你记得就好。这点同样适用于会说话的狗。
Yes, that's right. And the same applies to talking dogs.
我知道啦，那麻烦你告诉多尼格尔，松雀说没关系。
I see. Then, please let Doomsday know that Songchu has forgiven it.
听见了吗？他说没关系。
Did you hear what she said? She has forgiven you. What a relief.
很好，你可以走了。
Good, you can leave now.
得嘞。
Awesome. Just as Doomsday was about to return in the street in a light trot, a sudden fear completed it to turn back.
瑟利姆大人，我多嘴问一句啊，您之后还会向利托斯特索赔吗？他应该没有那么多钱。
Lady Thelemas, please forgive me for asking, but are you planning to ask Litos for compensation? I don't think he has a lot of money.
你现在去找白少爷，他不就有钱了吗？
You would have money if you go to young Master Bai now.
啊，这多不好啊！
But that won't be good.
难道你还想回利托斯特身边？
So you still want to return to Litos?
既然不想回去，还不如跟我走。和白吉不同，我不会要求你成为我的宠物，恰恰相反，我会让你成为仅次于松雀的新星。
If you don't, you might as well follow me. I'm different from Baiji. I won't ask you to become my pet. On the contrary, I will make you a rising star, second only to Songchu.
您是认真的吗？
Are you serious?
我有过不认真的时候。
Have I ever not been serious?
那倒是没有。
I don't think so.
如您所言，这听起来确实很适合我。
That offer sounds perfect for my current situation.
不过，我拒绝。
But I'm afraid I must decline.
有趣，你知道吗？想让你成为努特里斯科旗下艺人的话，我对利托斯特也单独说过。那时，他露出了和昨天直播采访里一样的表情。
That's interesting. You know what? I have also asked to Litos about making you a single actor under the Thelemas family, which name is Nutrition. He had the same expression as he did in yesterday's livestream.
你很意外，我接下来要说的恐怕会让你更意外。
You're surprised. Then, what I'm about to say will surprise you even more.
你或许以为他是因为钱而动摇，但他其实一直在思考你的处境。譬如，我会不会只把你看作赚钱的工具，等你再老一点的时候，就把你边缘化，逼你自己离开。
You might think he was hesitating because of the money, but in reality, he was thinking about you. He wondered if I would treat you as just a means to make money and push you aside as you got older, forcing you to live on your own.
对白吉，他思考的也是，白少爷会不会在热情冷却后把你一脚踢走？
As for Baijis' offer, he was also worried he would just kick you out once his enthusiasm died down.
他真正在犹豫的一直是，对你来说，到底待在哪里更幸福？毕竟，谁叫他只是个赚不到钱的，甚至没法给自己最重要的合作伙伴买点高级罐头的街头魔术师呢？
All this time, he only hesitated over one thing, where it would be happier for you to stay. After all, he's just a street magician with little income. He doesn't even have enough to buy premium cans for his most important business partner.
你怎么知道？
Oh, how do you know that?
那自是因为我刚刚才和白少爷聊过呀。
Because I just talked to young Master Bai.
是他看穿了利托斯特的本心，也是他雇人满欧夏找你。至于为什么要把你先抓来给我，也是他对松雀受伤一事有愧。
You are the one who saw through Lito's real intention and hired someone to look for you all around Oxia. As for why he had you sent to me after you were captured, it was because he felt guilty about Songchu's getting hurt.
听了这么多，你也该做出自己的选择了。我可不想浪费口舌做无意义之事。
After everything you have heard, it's time for you to make your own decision. I don't like wasting my breath on meaningless pursuits.
说到底，我这个年纪的狗，能干的事儿本来就不多，干得好的事儿更是只剩一件。
After all, a dog at my age doesn't have many options. There's only one thing I still excel at.
就算饿死，我也还是想和他演一辈子的街头魔术。
I want to perform magic shows with him for the rest of my life, even if it means starving to death.
那就去老地方找他吧。艺人还是自愿加入的最好。
Then you should go find him at the old spot. A performer is only truly valuable when they join willingly.
是啊，谢谢。
Yeah. Thank you. This time, Donigo did not look back.
明明是如同家人一般的关系，平时讲的话还没有和外人说的多。哼，真是别扭。
The two of them are like family, but they don't even talk to each other as much as they do to strangers. Geez, how awkward. It's indeed awkward, but it's so sweet too.
还有，那边的两位，你们打算偷看到几时？
And you two over there? How long are you gonna secretly watch the show for?
不好意思，
I'm sorry.
真奇怪。
That's weird.
你们昨天明明追着多尼戈尔猛跑，刚刚他离开时却不给予阻拦。莫非你们其实是想通过抓住他来讨我欢心？
Weren't the two of you running after Donigo yesterday? But you didn't even try to stop it when it left. Were you actually trying to amuse me by capturing it?
坦诚地说，凭你们两位的先天条件，要见我一面不难。
Honestly speaking, it would not be difficult for either of you to secure a meeting with me, given your natural endowments.
你的可塑性很强，前提是摘下眼镜，散开头发。而你身手不错，嗓音也非常有特点。兜帽可以麻烦摘一下吗？我想仔细看看你的脸。
You have great potential provided you take off your glasses and let your hair down. You also seem to be a skilled fighter with a unique voice. Could you please remove your hood? I would love to get a closer look at your face.
这个当然可以啦。
Well, certainly. After a while,
不错。你们若是有兴趣成为艺人，即刻就可以随我前往努特里斯科公司进行初次面试。
great. If you are interested in becoming a performer, then come with me for your first interview at Nutrisu.
在那之前，我们可以先了解一下公司的艺人培养模式吗？作为粉丝，我个人对松雀小姐的成名之路特别感兴趣。
Before we decide, could you explain how you train performers at your company? I'm a fan of Miss Songchu, so I'm very interested in how she rose to fame.
松雀的成名之路，
How Songchu rose to fame?
那还真不是谁都能走的路呢。
I'm afraid that's really not for everyone.
那个，
咱能问你一个问题吗？
Oh my god, another outfit for Songchu. This is fourth outfit we are getting to see. Like, technically, it's probably her outfit from her childhood, but adult version, probably. Can I ask you something?
问，
Go ahead.
你究竟为什么要签下咱，还自愿当咱的经纪人啊？
Why did you decide to hire me as a performer and offer me to be my agent?
直觉。
Call it a hunch.
可咱不是科班出身，连搞笑短剧的试戏都没过哎。
But I did not graduate from a performing arts school. I haven't even passed any auditions for short comedies.
我之前也没有带过艺人，经手的项目甚至只有心灵疗愈间的宣传包装。
I have never worked with a performer before. The only project I have ever handled is advertising the Soul Healing Room.
再者，你不适合那种东西，过了也没意义。还是说，你真以为你自己只配当个搞笑角色？
And you are not suited for that kind of role. So even if you had passed an audition for it, it would not have been meaningful. Do you genuinely think you have only fit for playing a funny side character?
不是的，咱只是稍微有点紧张。
No, I'm just maybe a little nervous
因为明天的公演，
because of tomorrow's performance.
那毕竟是星星公主的第50场公演，因为主演生病而临时换咱一个新人上，也太离谱了。
It is the 50th performance of Princess of Star. Don't you think it's crazy to someone new step in as the lead because the original actress is sick?
你真不怕咱把你们家公司的招牌搞烂啊？
Aren't you afraid I will run the reputation of your company?
我父亲签的那么多废物都没有做成这件事，区区一只小雀子，少说也要100年吧。
Well, that hasn't happened yet. Despite my father partnering with more good-for-nothing than I can count, it would take at least a century for someone like you to put that off.
你这样讲，咱好像就没那么紧张了。
When you put it like that, I feel a lot better.
那咱能再问你一个问题吗？
Can I ask you another question?
你不害怕吗？
Aren't you afraid?
压了这么多在咱身上，万一输了，你们家那些亲戚一定会为难你。
You're putting a lot of trust in me. If things don't go as planned, your family will definitely make things difficult for you.
你会让我输吗，玛利亚？
Will you allow it to happen, Maria?
咱答应过你，一定会让松雀这个名字被所有欧夏人记住。
As I promised, I will make sure the name Songchu is remembered by everyone in Oxia.
在那之前，先把你这个不知道从哪里来的口癖改掉。之后的签售活动，给我打起12分精神。说一次咱就扣5%的演出费。
But before that, you have got to get rid of your who knows where accent first. I need you to put in 120% effort at every singing event. And every time you slip back into that accent, I will deduce 5% from your performance fee.
嘿嘿，咱在家当老大卖乖卖习惯了，之后一定改，一定。
Hehehe, just got used from living at home. It's sort of cute to speak like that, as the eldest child, but it will make sure to change it. You have my word. And this is her accent. I know. Oh my god. So no wonder she's so cute when she like speaks.
你应该知道， 努特里斯科旗下有很多艺人，论外貌，比松雀好看的大有人在；论实力，他也算不上顶尖；论背景，
We have lots of artists in Nutrisu. Many of them are prettier or even talented than Songchu. And as for Kea background,
他家没有任何背景，就是普通而幸福的一家，虽然兄弟姐妹多了点。
she doesn't come from a prominent family, just an ordinary and happy one, despite having a lot of siblings.
可就是这样一个乍看之下没有任何亮点的人，仅用了短短6年，就从新人演员成为了家喻户晓的戏剧明星。
But for someone who doesn't seem special at first glance, it only took her 6 years to rise from a newbie to a famous theater star.
好厉害！
That's impressive.
如果我的亲戚们也能有如此看法就好了。
I wish my family could think so too.
他们总说，当年是我发掘了松雀，如果没有我的包装，他绝不可能走到今天的位置。倘若我当初选择了另一个人，那个人一定能取得更高的成就。
They keep saying that I was the one who discovered Songchu. If it were not for my efforts in creating an image for her, she would never have reached where she is today. They even claim that if I had chosen someone else, they would have achieved even greater success.
在我看来，这恰恰是他们的迂阔之论。
Whether she sees a glimmer of opportunity, she always gives her all to seize it, even if she is unqualified or has to deceive herself for a lifetime.
先别急着被松雀的故事感动，我时间不多，你们两个到底要不要当艺人？
Don't be moved by Songchu's story just yet. I'm running short on time here, so I need to ask you. Do you two want to become performers or not?
瑟利姆小姐，我可以做2手准备吗？
Miss Thelema, can we keep this as a plan B?
在参加你们的面试之前，我想再投一份简历给白氏集团，哪边要我就去哪边。只是我现在还没有内推人，刚刚又听到你才见过白少爷，所以
Before I interview at your company, I would like to send a resume to the Bai group as well. Then I can work for whoever wants me. The only thing is, no one has recommended me for the Bai group position yet. And I hear you just met young Master Bai, so...
有趣，委实有趣。
Interesting, very interesting.
算盘敢打到我的头上，胆子不小啊！
You certainly have some nerves trying to take advantage of me like that.
罢了，我今天心情不错，告诉你们白少爷在哪儿也无妨。不过我讨厌不诚实的人，所以努特里斯科不会给你们面试机会。
You know what? I'm in a good mood today, so I will tell you where to find him. However, since I find this honestly quite repulsive, you won't be getting an interview at Nutrisu.
那真是太好了，谢谢。
That's great. Thank you.
嗯，
She's not very happy. By the way, this is the new outfit. I think I already mentioned it. It is very, very tight here. Thanks to Dreamseeker's bold words, they ended up getting an earful from Thelemas for quite a while. Fortunately, she kept her promise in the end and revealed some information about Baijis' whereabouts.
那我们不如先去一趟心灵疗愈间再找他吧，反正离得近。
Okay, Baijis at Sweet Tooth, and yeah, Earth firstly go to the healing center, Soul Healing Center, for whatever reason. Oh, a lot of... Oh, and yeah, Rita did broke the Soul Healing Center a little bit.
您好，请问这里发生了什么？
为什么大家都围在这里？
Hello, can I ask you what happened? Why is everyone gathered around here?
那当然是因为心灵疗愈间接下来1周都要暂停营业啊。
Do we even need to ask? It's because the Soul Healing Center will be closed for the next week.
怎么突然停业了？
Why would it be closed?
具体情况我也不清楚，应该是心灵疗愈师和来访者发生了肢体冲突吧。听说还把店里的智能扫地机器人打坏了，机器人就丢在那边的垃圾桶里。
I don't know the specific, but it seems the spiritual healer just scuffled with a visitor. I also heard that the robot vacuum was broken in the process and thrown in that bin over there.
你掌握的情况明明就很清楚。
Sounds like you do know the specifics.
是吗？
Is it though?
哦，不愧是瑟利姆，连扫地机器人都能包装。
Oh, as expected of Thelema. She could even pack a robot vacuum.
不对，还是那位博士比较有趣，居然给扫地机器人加了这么多附带功能。
No, I still think the doctor is more intriguing. Can't believe he added so many features to a robot vacuum.
Vita，你在说什么？
Vita, what are you saying?
没什么，自言自语不小心外放给你们了而已。
Nothing. I was talking to myself, but accidentally put myself on speaker. Sure,
既然开着外放，我就多说一句。
but since I'm already on speaker, I might as well add something.
别费力气翻垃圾桶，赶紧去找白吉吧。这里没有任何调查的必要。
Sifting through the rubbish bin is a waste of energy. You should go find Baiji. There's no point in investigating this place. Investigate the trash is optional. Sorry, Vita. Ignores Vita's suggestion. Entropy and Teresa still approach the rubbish bin. At the distance, there was a clear view of the wreck of the robot's vacuum.
这不就是绝吗？
Isn't that perception?
你们究竟是喜欢翻垃圾桶呢，还是喜欢和我作对？
Do you just enjoy digging through rubbish bins? Are you ignoring my suggestion on purpose?
我们只是在做必要的事。
We are only doing what's necessary.
必要？
Necessary?
说的也是，我也有很必要的事要做呢。
I guess you have a point. I also have something necessary to attend to. So it was perception. Okay, Sweet Tooth. So last time Sweet Tooth was... Oh, this is Sweet Tooth. What's happening here? Is it bodyguards of Miss Sweet?
这是什么阵势？
What is this about?
这种阵势对白少爷可能刚刚好，对我来说就有点幼稚了。
This must be just fine for young Master Bai, but a bit childish for me.
别慌，我们又不是可疑人员，这种时候脚步绝不能虚浮，我们要挺胸抬头，自信地走进去。
Don't panic, it's not like we have done anything suspicious. In times like this, we can't falter. We will walk in confidently with our heads high.
说的也是。
That's right. To demonstrate true confidence, Teresa strode forward without a moment of hesitation. Deeply inspired, we were just about to follow her lead when two guards stationed on either side of the door stopped her.
小妹妹，请配合我们做下安检，谢谢。
Miss, we need to run a security check. Thank you.
他好像在忙。
He seems to be busy.
但我们也不能一直这样耗下去。我来吧。
But we can't just wait like this forever. Let me handle this.
白姬先生，你好，我是寻梦者，这位是德丽莎。我们想，
Mr. Baiji, hello. I'm Entropy, and this is Teresa. We would like to...
Shh. 两位如果有事找我，可以先入座。
Take a seat if you have something to discuss with me.
好的。
Alright. After you both sat down, Baiji continued staring at the screen, occasionally mumbling things that were difficult to make out.
两位也看看吧，如果有什么感想，可以直说。
You two should also take a look. Please, feel free to share your thoughts with me.
又要我加班？别了吧！
You want to work overtime again? No way, Teresa.
加班？你会错意了。
Work overtime? I'm afraid there has been a misunderstanding. As he spoke, Baiji pushed the computer towards Entropy and Teresa so they could both see the screen. Okay. More text. Oh, a lot of text. Okay, bear with me, everyone. Okay. Did you write today? 1000-year night god. Wait a minute, this is text from our... Oh my god. Yeah, we go through this. This is text from our Seraphim. 27 minutes ago, from group did you write today? In another life, I made the CEO invincible. I was reborn. On the eve of succeeding their CEO, in my previous life, I signed in their equity transfer agreement and accepted Grandpa's gift to become the most valuable heir in their business world. Just as I was preparing myself for a life of luxury and leisure, Grandpa passed away the second day, leaving me as the helm of his empire. Defeating all the competition was a rough road that drained my stamina and turned my hair grey. In the end, I died in the moonlight at 3 AM with a world full of wars. In my new life, I'm not gonna plant my butt on the office chair anymore. I thought the gilded pen Grandpa left me off the window from the 33rd floor, knocking out the shameful corporate espionage who tried to pour boiling water into the coin tank. This time, I will never stepping up as the CEO. Sign it if you are fine with it. After a blinding light, the voice only heard in my dreams came up again. Grandpa was sitting in his leather chair, toying with his plain model. I could not be more familiar with the chair. Heavy, hot, and uncomfortable. It was in this very chair that I keep burning the midnight oil every night until the last night. What's wrong? Got carried away? Relax. Just sing your name and you don't have to do anything else. Yeah, those were the words that condemned me to working my butt off. So this time, I'm gonna turn things around. Grandpa has to be the company's CEO, and it stays that way forever. This is just Teresa's event, so this is Teresa's story. But it's like kinda combining, right? Grandpa, I'm not signing in. I turned him down resolutely. I'm no business leader material, so just give up on me. As I studied Grandpa's face, it occurred to me that this face had never seen any hardship or struggle before. Strange, how could it be? But I didn't linger on this, for I knew refusing to sign the agreement was my top priority. I seized the stack of documents and began to tear them apart. The dumbfounded secretary soon rushes over to grab my files from my hand. That's enough, Grandpa pounded the desk with his fist as he got up, went to me, and handed out his golden pen. It was you who said I was becoming old and foolish, and I should step down for the sake of the company. Why the sudden change of mind? Give me a good reason, or sign on the paper. Just now, I saw the sneaky figure down the building again. It was him. He came to pour boiling water into the coil tank. In the previous life, after the unnatural death of his favorite koi, Grandpa decided to confront the man behind the sabotage, his nemesis, a dead hard gimli head, only to have his toes hit by loosened gym machinery parts, which brought him sepsis and subsequently death. Grandpa's nemesis, a tough guy to beat. In the previous life, he never ceased to cause me troubles even after Grandpa's death. When my chauffeur's driver's license was suspended for speeding, he sent me a children's tricycle and it drove me mad. This time, even Grandpa can dodge the bullet. Things would never quiet down going forward. How could I protect Grandpa from the incident? Get him the most sturdy body in the world? Build him a wheelchair that can change its form? Before I could think it through, I snatched Grandpa's pen and tossed it down, hitting precisely the round cap. Quick, check if the pen dropped into the part 3 or the pool. The secretary, who looks 90% like me, took a quick look down and reported back to Grandpa. It is in the pool. Grandpa was relieved and turned to me. Good, otherwise it would be bad feng shui. You did good. Before I could say anything, Grandpa stopped me and said, "Don't feel pressured. I chose you because I know you can make it. Life is full of surprises, and I don't know whichever would come to me first, tomorrow or a deadly sunrise. I know they would come hand in hand," I said to myself quietly. But not this time. I clapped my hands with confidence. Grandpa, very soon there will be no more who can do you harm. For me, you will be the CEO before your last breath. Exclamation mark. Before Grandpa could voice in confusion, the city enforced with a green cabbage for head came to us. According to Article 291 of the City Administrator Regulations, littering from heights is a severe offensive that justifies detention. Which of you is the offender? It's him. I pointed my fingers at Grandpa right away. If there's any place that's absolutely safe, it's gonna be there. From now on, Grandpa can work peacefully in his cell. He's invincible in there. As for me, I looked outside the window and took a deep breath. The only thing for me to do is to keep Grandpa there forever. What a messed up story here, Seraphim. It kinda reminds on Teresa, but somehow also didn't. So why did you write today? One. Maybe there's even more, but what did Baiji found in this story so much? Oh, there's more. Oh, she wrote 3 stories, right? Okay, the same writer 70 minutes ago. From group did you write today? 10, 9. Yeah. There's a counter. 10. Who are you? Me? How should I put it? She began to smile. The river of stars was ebbing and flowing in the rain, and the mountains were walking towards the ocean. 9. She has so many stories, and they have the magical power to make people happy. What's the story for today? The story of 2 ordinary students. That's a lot less fun than the universe and spaceships. Yeah, they worry about their coursework every day, always looking forward to pedaling the board in the park and catching fireflies on the grass. Kind of boring indeed. No, tell me, I want to hear it. 8. Wait, is this a lot of stories of Vita? Did we know each other? Why this question? Because every story you tell feels familiar, but you don't even know my name. Yeah, her name never come up in the search. I can't remember it. 7. Would you like to take a look outside? Nothing interests me outside the lab. Besides, it's too much trouble to get out there. No, I mean leaving this planet and watching the sea of stars. Would you keep me company? She said nothing. 6. It's been long since she last came to see me. Within inside the recorder is my only companion, covering with stickers of every color. It looks like something coming out of some schoolboy or schoolgirl backpacks. How do you feel today? Now, let's walk through the basics of the spaceship's onboard system. The voice came out from the recorder. 5. This is like Seras story, right? With Will Weir who put the manual. 5. How do you feel today? The recorder began to roll again on time. Oh, I feel great. As a lab monkey soon to be sent into space, should I applause now? Let's walk through. Let's walk through the basic of the spaceship's onboard system. She knew I could remember every letter of it. She knew this was not what I needed. I wait for the machine to shut down impatiently, but it seems everything is working against me today. The machine is still spinning. 4. It's your first day on the spaceship. Or with the view outside the porthole. I remember when you were telling us this dream of yours in the class. Your eyes were sparkling like fireflies. More like stars? If everything goes according to plan, your dreams should have come true, right? Maybe you have forgotten it and forgotten me, but it's alright as long as I still remember. What are you doing? A strange voice. She forgot to press the end recording button. I'm recording something for her, she replied. Her? It's just a computer with her data uploaded. Only things like this can only drain your energy, which you don't have much left. The stranger sighed. The point is, I care about her. 3. When the groundbreaking supercomputer was sent to space, its creator left the world forever. People say it's a romantic story of a scientist chasing after her dream. 2. I hear her voice, and I bore witness to her story. I don't know her name, but it matters not. 1. Who are you? Me? How should I put it? I begin to smile. The river of stars will be ebbing and flowing in the rain, and the mountains will walking towards the ocean. I don't know which story it is. What did we just read? Okay, there's probably a third one. 7 minutes ago. Endless blue. A lot of days. Power efficiency. And this also looks like a diary. Following the track of 9 pioneers, you walk into the ruins of Sanctuary. Human bones, robot remains, and a chip locked out from the robot wreckage were all you found. You insert the chip into the data analyzer you brought with you. And for better efficiency, you put out the last recorded entries first. Just like an impatient reader who would turn on the last page of the ending first. Big day. 80,151. Our efficiency is 730. Today the girl woke up. Maybe out of tiredness, Master let me tell her everything she should know instead. This is a shelter, and the outside world is polluted by a toxin. My master is a good friend of yours, and you are the only member of an advanced team who have reached here. You lost a great portion of your memory due to serious injuries. Toxic pollution? Disbelief was all over her place. Safe battery? I'm not going to elaborate. Anyway, this shelter is the only safe space. What's this? She pointed at a half-empty rack. Protective suit. Without it, humans don't stand a chance outside. Where's the other one? Was it because mine was broken that I became like this? Master avoided the girl's questioning eyes, and ignorantly led the topic elsewhere. The next day, power efficiency slightly dropped. What's this? The girl was studying the plate before her with curious eyes. A fluid mixture of nutrients, substances. You would not believe its original name even if I told you. I get it now. You are challenging me to guess the name. Be my guest. It's called curry with chicken and chestnuts, right? Bingo. But it's simply chicken curry. I tried to correct Master, only to be ignored. So, would you like to try it? Master pushes the plate towards her and asks. I couldn't understand what Master was doing, nor how the spiciness drove the girl into a sudden fit of voluminary arm waving. My only thought was, if good food was meant to bring happiness, this plate of mixture did just that. Couple days after, energy power like below 3%. How long have you been there? Can't remember. Did you even go out? No. Anything you want to do? Having a picnic, fishing, snowball fight? Master fell into long silence, so long as I almost entered standby mode. I want to do all the things, but in the shelter, what I want to do means little. Only what I can do matters. Speaking of what you can do, the girl sweeps through the shelter with her eyes. First found her baseball bat and then Master's wooded katana. Tana! Where are we? I suddenly realize what she means to do, so I place myself between them. No, you are not to fight here. I try to remind them, but they ignore me. What are you thinking? Just friendly sparring. Like a pillow fight or something. Don't worry. Nothing bad is going to happen. I was mad, because after their friendly game, it cost me far more battering than expected to wake up the girls who fainted. Power. 1.33%. Unlike Master, the girl spent a lot of time looking in the mirror. Today, on a whim, she dragged Master to the mirror. I want to braid your hair and style you like. Just go with ones you are most good at. Do you still remember how to do it? It has been very long since Master last braided her hair. I didn't believe the girl could still do the pigtail, but somehow she did it. When Master was smiling sweetly, the girl expressed her wish to live again. I think this is the only safe place. But it's also a prison cell. You're still thinking about running? I want you to do something you really want. Even if it's just cooking with fresh ingredients. I did some digging. Turns out the shelter is only 45 kilometers away from the low-risk area. If we can get lucky, maybe we will find a new shelter. 45 kilometers. Master was outraged. How do you think you lost? It's something only I can do. And I'm not giving up because I failed once. Not to mention, there will be a day when we can't do what we can do now. If in the end you still... Enough! I don't need it. Couple days after, our efficiency under 1%. Benny, when will she let me go out? I'm not Benny. I'm Benakara. Smart housekeeper type 5. The girl grabbed me and took me to the mirror with a smile. But you are a cute alarm clock. I was mad, but after looking into her eyes in the mirror, I still decided to put a hold on my temper. Benny, how did I become friends with your master? I don't know your story of chaos before the shelter. All I know is every time you said you want to leave, Master is heartbroken. She told me she would let you go. The blue in her eyes suddenly lightens up. I realize as time went by, she was no longer a piece of blank paper. Memory had molded her into her previous self. In 7 days, the power supply of the shelter will go out. No matter what you find outside, it will mean nothing to Master. Master forbade to tell me the girl this, but I intended to keep her here anyway. Even just once. 7 days later, power efficiency 0.03%. The girl has given up the idea of leaving. She's doing anything she can to create happiness that can only be had outside the shelter. When I wake up every day, I see some childish scene. The first day, the girl brought the bat and the wooden katana to Master, asking for a rematch, after which the loser would apologize for the fight before. The second day, the girl woke up at noon. The third day, she made Master use the wooden katana as a fishing rod and me the bait to fish for wasted parts in the basin. The fourth day, they had a consume competition and I was the judge. Without a doubt, Master won. The fifth day, she prepared a box of grabbed paper balls and asked Master to fight with her using them. I was knocked out, so I have no idea who won. The 6th day, she dragged Master to dance with her, and Master was very happy. And now it's the 8th day, and she wrote this everything on the 7th day. So this will be the 9th day. Power efficiency 0%. After the shelter went dark, Master didn't say anything. The girl pushed Master's wheelchair to the dining table and sat facing her. Penny, how much time do we have left? I'm afraid she has to wait for too long. Quit saying we. We are nothing alike except for the fact that we are both machines. I will soon go down in the corruptive air, but you will gain a new power source instead. If you make use of Master's protective suit, you would even last longer than a century. Till now, still don't understand Master's mind. Limited by their materials, the girl is no longer in human shape. Nor does she have any auxiliary functions such as taste sensors. All it has is a broken memory. Still, Master demands me to call it by her name. Not to mention making you was no less than tearing down the shelter. 8 times I tried to persuade Master, but never had I succeeded. Every version of you chose to live in pursuit of something unreal, just like the first and the real hair. Out of rage, I continues to pour out accusations of its selfish acts. Is this why you said that to me? It asked. Obviously, Master wants you to live with hope, but not too early. In the end, you will find out it's all a lie and hope is nowhere. Penny, hope is always out there. Only people have not found it yet. Don't call me that. I'm Benakara, smart housekeeper type 5. Well, Benakara, care to make a bet with me? I said yes, for the sake of Master. Under the screen of the data analysis, a faint blue light started to be glowing from the eye sockets of the broken robot. People from a century ago were unfamiliar with it, but not you, because it was right about your head, reaching everywhere beyond the ruins. Reader of readers, 4 minutes ago. From group did you write today? Oh, that's... Okay, so we finished with the story. That's the comments. The princess is killing it with the new stories? Spare me, please. Hashtag fan of both. Fellas, you came to our group a moment ago. She briefed the princess and gave out 3 likes. Am I dreaming? No hurry. 2 minutes ago. Just 3,000 years night god to landing deserts times 30. Long review coming up later today. Reply to no hurry. The one before. Holy cow, you are so generous. Ah, it's he did a donation. 100 minutes ago. All 3 stories are fun. Shame they can't be shared with people from another world. Stop it, silly. From... This is what I came for. And then you are my only princess. Just now. The guy 2 comments above. How come your username is blank? Oh, this one, yeah. And what with the 100 minutes ago? Come out and fix the bug at group manager.
Vita, 你都给色拉讲了什么啊？
god. Vita, what have you been saying to Seras? Okay, it was so long stories, but the last one was one of the most interesting, actually, and probably the saddest one, and I think this is also the Vita story.
原来白姬先生喜欢看切尔夜神的文章。
I see that you like Thousand-Eared Night God Stories, Mr. Baiji.
这位作者写作风格多变，每一次更新都能带给我不少惊喜。我猜这种回答多半不能解答你内心的困惑。
The author has a versatile style, and her updates never fail to amaze me. However, I understand that my answer might not clarify your confusion. Not really? Yeah?
无妨。每位初次知晓我有此爱好的人，都会露出如你一般的神情。
It's okay. People often have that expression when they first find about my hobby.
事实上，工作只是我确认个人价值的手段，而阅读形形色色的故事，才是我汲取生活力量的途径。
In fact, work is just a way for me to establish my personal values, while reading different stories is how I drag strength for life.
赞成或反对某一人物的观点，因故事交织出的悲喜触动。透过文字这一载体，我不仅能与书写故事的人直接对话，还能感受到即便是我也无法拥有的另一种人生。
Agreeing with or opposing a character's opinion, sympathizing with the happiness or sorrow woven into a story. Through the words, I not only communicate directly with the author, but also experience a life that even I could never live myself.
在我看来，阅读故事就是离生活最近的奇迹。
As far as I'm concerned, reading stories is the closest thing to miracles in real life.
既然如此，我又有什么理由不将它握在手里呢？
In that case, I see no reason why I should not grasp this opportunity.
真想不到，我们无意间的分享，最后竟然感染了白极和火星的其他读者。
I didn't think that our approach to sharing would reach Baiji and other readers on Mars.
从这种角度看，这是不是也能算一种小小的奇迹呢？
From this perspective, I guess it is a small miracle as well.
打扰一下，3位的甜品到了。
Oh, that's a sudden whiteness, gray name. Excuse me, your desserts are here.
我们没有点啊。
Huh? But we didn't order anything.
我刚刚已在线上替2位下单了，因为不知道你们的喜好，所以选了店里的招牌甜品。
I just placed an order for you online. I didn't know what you like, so I offered the signature dish here.
很好吃，谢谢你。
Oh, it's so yummy. Thank you. You know what cuter even on this scene is the bubble tea which Baiji is tipping out right now.
我只是希望所有踏进这家店的人，都知道永劫不堕之爱的好。
And I hope that everyone who steps foot in here knows how wonderful desserts eternal love is.
说回正题，2位找我有什么事？
Right, let's go down to business. How can I help?
其实，我还听闻白极先生有收集真意的爱好，不知您的藏品中可否有名为星之环的饰品？
The thing is, Mr. Baiji, I hear you enjoy collecting rare items, so I was wondering if you have a trinket called an astral rings in your collection. After a moment of contemplation, Baiji shook his head.
我过去倒是会收集此类俗物，但病好之后，我才意识到彼时的自己是多么无趣。相比之下，还是精神世界的富足更有价值。
I used to collect such trivial things, but after recovering from my illnesses, I realized how dull I was back then. In comparison, the richness of the mind is far more valuable.
病
You had an illness?
是的，2年前我被私人医生告知自己时日无多。或许是因为刚刚担下集团的药物，我便向家人隐瞒了一切，一心扑于工作，只求能在死前为白家创造更多价值。
Yes, 2 years ago, my private doctor told me I didn't have much time left. Perhaps because I would just taken on an important role in the company, I hid everything from my family and threw myself into my work, hoping to create more value for the Bai family before I died.
然而，在日日加班的重压下，我居然苟延到了第2年的员工体检日。
However, I somehow made it to the company's medical exam day the following year, despite the immense pressure of working overtime every day.
我当时并未抱有任何希望，只想看看自己还剩几日能活。可当体检报告出来的刹那，我愣住了。
I didn't have much hope. All I wanted was to know how many days I had left. But I was shocked when the medical report came out.
我的体质排名竟然位列全集团第1。
My health condition ranked first among all employers in the group.
也就是说，您的私人医生误诊了。
So your private physician made a mistake?
何止是误诊，他就是友商派来的内奸。
It was more than a mistake. He was a spy sent by our competitor. The spy it simply backfired.
你们应该听说过安慰剂效应吧？他反其道而行之，妄图利用精神上的崩溃来拖垮我的身体。
I'm sure you have heard of the placebo effect. He was attempting the opposite, trying to undermine my physical health by breaking my spirit.
我最初的确因心神烦乱连日咳嗽，幸好，在我将注意集中于工作后，咳嗽的症状就减轻了。
The news hit me hard at first, and I coughed every day. Fortunately, the cough eases after I focus on my work.
也许是加班磨练了我的意志吧。
Perhaps all those extra hours strengthened my will.
胡说！
You expect me to believe that?
加班是人间之害，理应从世界上消失。
Overtime is an evil that should be banished from this world. Teresa is way too much in her role right now.
德丽莎小姐不必激动，方才所言仅是白吉漫漫人生中一道缥缈的烟云，更何况以毒攻毒也绝非长久之计。
Please calm down, Miss Teresa. What I just shared is a proof of smoke in my many years of living. Also, fighting fire with fire is not a long-term strategy.
如今的我想到什么便会做什么，及时行乐，不拘无束，才是人生妙谛。
Now I do whatever pleases me. I must say, carpe diem capture the essence of living.
如同这桌上的蛋糕，有人看到热量，有人看到快乐。依我之见，若能满足口腹之欲，便可以把热量抛诸脑后。当然，此事也未可贪多，否则又要陷入愁苦的循环。
For example, when people look at the cake here on the table, some see calories, while others see happiness. For me, it's completely fine to ignore the calories, so long as the cake satisfies your culinary desires. Still, it's wise not to overindulge, or you may find yourself caught in a cycle of agony.
那你一周喝几次奶茶？
Then, how many times do you drink bubble tea every week? Look at this cute bubble tea.
2次，周一下午用来鼓励自己，周五晚上用来犒劳自己，其余时间只饮茶。
Twice, I have a bubble tea every Monday afternoon for a burst of energy and every Friday evening as a reward. I slink out to regular tea for the rest of the week.
德丽莎主教，再这样聊下去，话题就收不回来了。
Oh, I see, Teresa, if we keep chatting like this, we won't get around to discuss that truly matters.
对哦，那个白 基先生有没有听说过影中诅咒？或者自己就掌握了某种能够创造出任何事物赝品的能力？
Oh yes, Mr. Baiji, have you ever heard of something called Curse in the Shadows? Or do you have a superpower to create counterfeit versions of any objects?
德丽莎小姐，我从未听说过影中诅咒，这是哪本小说的设定吗？
Miss Teresa, I've never heard of that. Isn't it from a novel?
另外，假使我真有你说的那种能力，我又为何不在被误诊所害的那一年里，替自己制造一具假身，承担痛苦呢？
And if I truly had such superpowers, why would not I create a clone to share my pain during that year I received that fake diagnosis? Seemingly to notice the Dream Seeker's doubts, Baiji took them to the Oshia's museum after eating the desserts. By the time they returned to Lanterns, it was already dark.
沙弗莱好像已经休息了。
I think Shaura has already retired for the night.
那我们小声一点吧。
Then we should keep our voices down. Think another unsuccessful day.
总觉得这一趟调查下来，我们的疑问不仅没有得到解答，反而变得越来越多了。
I feel like the investigation didn't answer any of our questions. In fact, it just left me with even more questions.
我有同感。
Same here.
都说环境塑造人的性格，或许就是因为生活在和平的世界，七树的性格才会偏离我们原有的认知。谁叫我们只见过生活在影灾中的他们呢？
People say that our environment shapes who we are. Perhaps the Shus character have deviated from what we once knew because we now live in a peaceful world. After all, we first encountered them during a time plagued by the shadow calamities.
因为没有影灾，所有的树，无论有意或无意，都活出了自己想要的人生。这是迄今为止的第一次。
Since there are no more shadow calamities, all the Shus, whether intentionally or not, are leading their ideal lives for the first time ever.
所以，究竟是我梦到了这样的世界，还是这样的世界本就是现实，而我之前所有的经历才是梦？
So, am I dreaming about this world? Is this reality? And all my previous experience were just a dream?
我看都不是吧。你要是再继续纠结下去，可就睡不着觉了。
I think neither is true. But if you keep up pondering about this, you will end up losing sleep.
也是。明天还要去廊丘看看呢。
I guess you're right. We still need to travel to Langchu tomorrow. And so the tired dream seeker sank into a dream. In her dream, she imagined a long poem. The poem flowed smoothly like water, with each word sending out ripples of dazzling light. The light ebbed and merged, creating a hazy and gentle aura that penetrated her soul and wrapped it in a tender embrace. She read and sniffed tirelessly like a little child until the light dimmed down and the ripples became still. Later, at the bottom of some unfathomable depths, she saw a world that has been edited out and discarded by the poet. Monka?
忙里偷闲。
So this red?
执意要我奉陪过家家的游戏，
Oh, you're interested that I play house with you. You can also
我
get
的耐
bored, you
心也差
know.
不多到极限了。
And my patience wearing thin.
为了解决问题，
Let me
就
give
让
you
我
a
先给
piece
你
of
提个
advice
醒吧。
so we can sort
在
this
我做
out.
出更夸张、
Stop me
更
before
过
I
分、
do something more
更麻烦的事
outrageous,
情前，
excessive, or
来
troublesome.
阻止我吧。
We are in a crowded city.
好吵，天亮了吗？
What's that noise? Is it morning?
现在是什么时候？
What time is it now? Why?
喂，寻梦者，醒醒，麻烦事来了！
Hey, Dreamseeker, wake up! We have trouble.
还以为无所事事的好日子能至少过个1周呢，真是的，到哪里都尽是。唉，算了，既然和麻烦同行，这种事情我早该想到的。
I thought I would get at least a week of those lovely worry-free days. For heaven's sake, whether I go, there's always... Forget it. Since we are practically traveling with troubles, I should have seen this coming.
外面发生什么事了？
What happened out there?
外面在传欧夏要毁灭了，看来有个家伙做了许多儿戏的事情。不过就凭我这么说，估计你也很困惑。来吧，我们到外面看看，你就清楚了。
Everyone's saying that Oxia is on the brink of the apocalypse. It seems a certain someone has been playing tricks. I'm sure you are confused just hearing this. Let's go outside so you can see for yourself.
有个家伙，
A certain someone?
对啊，一个我们很熟悉的，远在天边，近在身边的坏家伙。
Yeah, troublemaker. We know very well. One who is both far and near. Vita? A rustling of changing clothes and grooming came from inside the house.
你是说 Vita？
Are you talking about Vita?
除了他，不会还有别人了吧？
I don't think it could be anyone else. A few moments later. Oh my god! What did happen here? Oh, so scary. What on earth happened? What did we do wrong? What on earth happened? Reporter? Baijis? Billboard? Vita's apocalyptic warning. Oh my god, Vita, what are you doing?
你看，我的怀疑还是有些凭据的吧？
See, I do have proof my suspicion.
我们得找到 Vita，搞清他这么做的目的。
We must find Vita and figure out why she's doing this. Well, she's going really of special measures. Kinda makes me sad. Photo.
世界要毁灭了，我们都得玩完。
The world is coming to an end. We are all doomed.
你是怎么知道的？
How do you know?
你看看这街上、天上、地下，降临欧夏的外星人，要把我们都杀死。
Just look at the streets, the sky, and the world beneath us. Aliens are descending upon Oxia, and they're gonna kill us all.
请你冷静一点。总之，先把话说清楚。
Please calm yourself down and make yourself clear.
说清楚，我怎么说清楚？我自己都不清楚。
Make myself clear? How can I do that? I don't even know what's going on.
我就知道一件事，你还有我，这城里所有人都要死了。
But I'm certain of one thing. You and me, everyone in the city is going to die.
死之梦，是从死之梦开始的。我
Silky Dream. It all started with Silky Dream. Reporter. When's it Silky Dream? Oh.
或许也只是。
Who created this reality?
不行，数量太多了。
There are too many of
说
them.
话的时候，
This isn't time for chit chat.
先把他们处理干净。
Let's deal with them
许梦
first.
者，跟紧
Entropy, stay close to me. Okay, we need to
我
fight.
解决他，大帮手，我们早点下班。一起来。大家都轻松。
这里怎么看都像是我所熟知的那个数据之海，可是丝之梦只是一家旅馆而已，而且欧夏也不应该出现这样的地方。
This place looks like the Sea of Data I'm familiar with. Silky Dream is just a hotel. And a place like this should not exist in Oxia.
没错，更糟糕的是，这里的欧夏完全没经受过任何灾祸，类比成甜蜜的摇篮也不为过。刚才的记者要是见过这些东西，变成那么一副样子，就说得通了。
Yeah, and what's worse is that this Oxia has never experienced any disasters. It's like a sweet cradle. If that reporter saw the things, it would explain why he ended up like that. Where's Chengxue?
只是，维塔那家伙究竟在做什么？不管怎么说，都有点过分了。
But what is Vita doing? No matter how you look at it, this is going too far. Another strange door. Oh, this is the capsule they came from. This is one of the Oshia's door. Is it like a portal?
这里是，看来数据之海折叠了空间。
It seems the Sea of Data has folded space, and the connection between the entrance and the exit start to become connected. This is near our apartment. Oh, we never visit our apartment. What did we do
洛
wrong?
丽莎，你看那边，
Teresa, look over there. Is it
市民们都聚
Sweetus?
集在一起，为什么？
Why are the citizens gathering together? Welcome, welcome, welcome. You were Jushan Link. Crowd.
欧夏的结局到了，因为降临之人恶贯满盈。
Oshia's end has come. But the person who descended is guilty for great sin.
他不是审判我们的，是给我们设下大限。他要将我们跟大地一起毁掉。
She's not here to judge us. She's here to set a great doom upon us. She wants to destroy us along with the earth.
围观的人好像越来越多了。
The crown is growing.
我不感到意外。凡锻炼不足的事物必定脆弱。这个城市也好，这里的居民也罢，这2天我们亲眼所见他们受尽溺爱的样子。
I'm not surprised. Anything that has not been fought is bound to be fragile. Be it this city or its residents. We have seen firsthand how hampered they are these past 2 days.
越是了解，就越是无法寄希望于他们会具备多么坚韧的意志。换言之，就是所谓的温室里的花朵。
The more you know them, the less faith you have in them possessing any perseverance. They are like flowers in a greenhouse.
花朵是多么脆弱的生命，可怜晨会与死亡之一将它们掩埋，世界亦将如花般可人消失了吗？
Ah, flowers have such fragile lives, pitiful buried by dust, and the shout of death. Will the world perish like flowers?
就在昨夜，这些可怜的为人哀怜的生命，就在顷刻之间干枯。纤细的脉络因脱水而碎裂，最后在我眼前化作粉末，什么也留不下来。
Just last night, those poor, pitiful lives withered in an instant. Their delicate veins cracked down from hydration, and ultimately turned into dust before my eyes, leaving nothing behind. Was it Sekoda?
不要逃避，无需迟延。它必使灾祸与大毁灭从各方来到。
Do not run or stall for time. Disaster and destruction will come from all sides. Are you supposed to motivate people or not? I don't get it.
我原本是在正常工作，那时候是深夜，有什么东西从外面抠窗户，我看过去，发现是造谣的儿时玩伴，像很久以前那样邀请我一起。
I was just walking as usual the other day. It was late at night, and something like knocking on the window from outside. I looked over and saw my childhood friend who died young, inviting me to play outside just like when we were kids.
死了花，死了人。我看见号称能容纳欧夏所有人居住的高楼，就像一块立起来的威化脆饼一样，被看不见的东西一口咬下，咔嚓，咔嚓。
Dead flowers? Dead people? I saw the high-rising buildings that were built to house everyone in Oxia being bitten off like a waffle by something invisible. Crunch. Crunch.
它要使洪水越过栅栏，淹没城市一切建筑，毁灭我们。
She will command a flood to cross the barrier, submerging all buildings in the city and destroying us. You're not motivating at all.
神如何让我们获救？总有办法的吧，总要来的吧。
God! How will God save us? There must be a way. There has to be.
我们什么也没有做啊，为什么？
We did nothing wrong. Why?
它要使黑水泛滥世间，淹没地上一切生物，毁灭我们。
She will command a black water to flood the world, submerging all living beings on Earth and destroying us. Okay, Link, please leave.
寻梦者，你注意到刚才的地震了吗？我怀疑它也和数据之海的空间异常有关。
Dreamseeker, have you noted the earthquake just now? I suspect it's related to the Sea of Data's spatial abnormality.
这个地震很不对劲，我有种糟糕的预感。
There's something wrong about this earthquake. I have a bad feeling about this.
快逃啊！
Run!
是那边，这次震动的来源。
That way, the source of the earthquake.
末日的灾寿即将到来，击碎一切护佑的臂章，毁灭我们。
This girl. The beast of apocalypse is imminent. It will shatter all protective barriers and destroy us.
一切终成灰烬，无人可以灭亡。
All will turn to ashes, leaving no survivors. Okay, Link is sus, so this last bit of voice was so sus, Link. Holy. She really did not make the situation good.
会比在欧夏市里更方便
I
说
never
话。
thought it would be easier to park in front of those
毕竟这
monsters
里没
in
有慌张
Oxia.
的人群，也没有地质。
There's no panicking crowd here, no earthquakes, and what is this monster? Oh my god, I never saw this monster.
他们不会乖乖留时间，
The
让我
pity,
们把话说完。
the pity they won't give us time. Okay, we have to defeat this
呀，嘿，搭把手，我们早点下班。
knight. Linda Blake, Blade Knight.
去解决它，老实点。
It looks cool, to be honest. Oh, there's more of this. Ouch.
小心，他看起来似乎很
Watch
愤
out,
怒
it。seems quite angry.
强制下班。哈呀，嘿，呀，别烦我！哼哼呀！这次的怪物确实要更难对付。眼前我们的对手 也许并非在做一件儿戏的事情。寻梦者，刚才是我把事情看得太简单了。
The monsters this time are much harder to deal with. It seems our opponent isn't treating this as a game. Dreamseeker, I underestimated the situation earlier.
德丽莎，其实，在看到宣传单的时候，我也毫不怀疑那些是出自 Vita 的手笔。
Teresa, when I saw the flyers, I did not doubt for a second they were Vita's doing.
可是越往后，折叠的空间，欧夏不存在的数据之海生物，还有刚才聚在一起寻求慰藉的市民口中横生的意象，我越发不明白了。
But as we go on, folded spaces, creatures from the sea of data that should not exist in Oxia, and the bizarre visions spoken by the gathered citizen seeking solace, and confused.
真的是 Vita 做的吗？如果是 Vita 的话，他完全可以像他之前对我做的那样，让我们下线，重新选定我们应该去的道标，又何必对这个世界下这些毒手？
Did Vita do this? If it were Vita, she could easily have locked us out and redirected us as she did before. Why go to such lengths to harm this world?
抱歉，寻梦者，我没法回答你的问题。Vita 显然没有对我们中的任何一个人敞开过心扉，但他一定是目前为止这个世界拥有最大嫌疑的人。
Sorry, Entropy. I don't know the answer to your question. Vita has not opened up to any of us. That makes her the prime suspect in this world.
从我们这次登入系统开始，你有没有留意到 Vita 的耐心在逐渐消失？从一开始兴致勃勃，总想对别人的事插上一脚，到有意无意流露出想要制造事件的意愿。
Since we logged into the system this time, have you noticed that Vita's patience is waning? It's obvious from her initial enthusiasm and constant meddling to her subtle desire to create incidents.
只不过她面上总是笑嘻嘻的，随手把真话和假话揉成一团，不经意之间朝你的脸上扔过来。等你反应过来拿她试问的时候，她早就连影子都找不到了。
Yet she always smiles, casually mix truths with lies, and throw them in your face. By the time you realize and try to question her, she's long gone.
你很了解他。
You know her well.
打住！我一点也不了解她，每次都是她带着一肚子坏主意来招惹我的。
No, I don't know her at all. She always comes to me with a bunch of bad ideas.
对了，这家伙还说过已经准备好了这种奇怪的话。
Oh yeah, she also says something weird like everything is ready.
德丽莎，你还想到了什么吗？
Teresa, have you thought of anything else?
维塔那个儿戏的宣传单，那个海报兴许是真的，他没和我们开玩笑，他是认真想要毁掉欧夏大厦、居民，哪怕是狗。
Vita's playful flyers. That post might be real. She wasn't joking. She's seriously planning to destroy Oxia buildings, residents, and even the dogs.
而铁证就是，我们现在不论用什么方式都没法联系上他。
And the proof is that we can't contact her now, no matter how hard we try.
可是，他究竟是怎么做到的呢？
But how did she manage to do that?
他曾经提到过月之牙，如果这不是谎言的话，我有个猜测，他或许是在有选择地实现市民的负面愿望，以此把世界推向毁灭的终局。
She once mentioned the sprout of wishing. If that's not a lie, then I think she might be selectively granting citizens negative wishes, pushing the world towards destruction.
哪怕只是在脑子里想一想，念头出现的瞬间，就立刻用他的手段将之变为现实。
Even if the citizens only think about something in their midst, she immediately turns it into reality, somehow the moment the idea appears.
是 Vita 的话，能做到这种事。
If it's Vita, she can make it happen.
那我们更应该阻止他，他一定筹备了什么更可怖的后手来推动他的计划。
Then we must stop her. She must have prepared something even more terrifying to advance her plan. Sprout of Wishing. We had this in Q Prezo's Adventures. And this is like basically the Seras powers which we witness. Okay. Every of this character has short hair. Maybe only one or two not. Oh, this is the box of memories and stuff.
比起刚才，市民们好像更慌乱了。
The citizens seem more panicked than before.
城市机能估计早已停摆，市民们四处奔逃也找不到出路，估计只会造成更大的恐慌。
The city is probably paralyzed. The fleeing citizens can't find a way out, which is likely causing even more panic.
恐惧导致的刻板行为吗？
Stereotypical behavior caused by fear.
放任不管也不行，让无秩序的混乱扩大下去，后果只会越来越严重。
We can't let it go like this. Letting the chaos grow will only make things worse.
等一下，市民们奔逃的方向好像大部分是一致的，或许在源头有人群被发生的某件异常事件惊吓，就像我们之前在暗巷的剧院附近遇到的那样。
Wait, most of the citizens seem to be fleeing to the same direction. Perhaps they were scared by an abnormal event at the source, like what we encountered near the dark alley theater.
有这个可能，聚集在某处的人群被往相同方向驱赶，带动其他惊惶的路人加入其中。那么这次的线索就应该在他们的来处。
That's possible. If a crowd gathered somewhere is driven in the same direction, it would cause other panicked passerbys to join them, so the clue would lie in where they are from.
不对，也有可能是障眼法。我们因为眼前发生的事情进入了2次折叠的数据之海，但并没有找到引发现状的根源，以及那个问题人物。
Wait, could also be a distraction. We have entered the folded sea of data twice due to these events, but we have not found the root cause of the principle.
你怀疑这几回都是 Vita 为了转移我们注意力设计的吗？
Are you speculating that Vita orchestrated those events to distract us?
与其说是怀疑，不如说是担心。以目前的线索，我们很容易被他牵着鼻子走，而那个女人不缺这么做的前科。
It's not as much suspicious as concerned. With the current clause, it's easier for her to lead us astray, and that woman has a history of doing that.
又来！
What's wrong?
小心！
Watch out!
没事吧，德丽莎？
Teresa, are you okay?
我没事，有点头晕。刚才那一下子，感觉就像对着我的脑袋来的。
I'm fine. I'm just a bit dizzy. That feels like being aimed right at my head.
是很近，而且市民们现在也在往远离我们的方向逃。
It was very close. The citizens are fleeing in the opposite direction of us now.
难道说
Could it be?
这不是就在我们身后吗？
It's right behind us.
实话说，我现在有些为难。我们身后的空间显然连接到了某个新的危险区域。
I'm confident the space behind us clearly connects to some new dangerous area.
可是人群骚动的根源怎么看都不是这里。我们是否应该继续逆着人流调查情况？
But the origin of the commotion can't possibly be here. Could we continue investigating again the flow of people?
那边的情况不是我们亲眼所见的，这里的情况要更紧迫也说不准。
We haven't seen the situation over there with our own eyes. Things might be more urgent here.
是。那么这边的骚动就是干扰我们做出正确选择的鬼把戏。他骗我们的次数已经数不清了。
Yes, that would make the chaos here a distraction to our decision making. She has done that many times already.
但如果 Vita 就是想要利用反心态打我们一个措手不及，
If Vita wants to catch us off guard by playing minigames,
没错，那么他就是在利用末日气氛做幌子，把他费尽心思准备的那个最危险的东西藏在我们眼皮下面。
then she's using the apocalyptic climate as a smokescreen, hiding the most dangerous things right under our noses.
不过他越是耍这种花招，就说明我们越是接近他的计划核心。又或许，让我们掉以轻心才是他的目的。
The more she plays those tricks, the closer we are to the core of her plan. Or maybe she's just trying to make us drop our guard.
又或许，他的本意就是延缓我们的行动，从而拖延时间。
Or her true intent is to stale us for time.
虽然不想承认，但好像他的行为真的能干扰我的判断。寻梦者，就交给你来选一个吧，按你的直觉来就好。不管哪一个，都比被这样的花招困在原地强。
As much as I hate to admit it, her actions are messing with my judgment. Dreamseeker, I will leave the decision to you. Go with your instincts. Anything is better than being held back by her tricks. Investigate the specs behind. Go to the origin of the commotion. Yeah, let's go to the origin of the commotion. Not sure. Head to the Sea of Data.
只有我总是
I just go with my guts. Another new enemy?
压中了。可是看他的风格，怎么都不太像是 Vita 能创造出的生物。
You are right, but this doesn't seem like something Vita would create.
要创造这么一个大家伙，还真不是件容易的事。这家伙八成是维塔从数据之海深处钓上来的什么东西，放在这里给我们添麻烦。
Creating such a big creature is no simple feat. This thing is probably something Vita fished up from the depths of the Sea of Data to give us troubles.
哼，看不出，他还真是个钓鱼高手。不过，维塔打算用这家伙来做什么？
She's quite the fisherwoman. What does she intend to do with it?
看它的规模大小，还有这份冲撞城市的力量，如果它出现在街道上，不用怀疑，整个欧夏市根本没有应付它的方法。
Given its size and destructive power, if it appeared on the street, there's no doubt that the entire Oxia can handle it.
那它就是一个为毁灭欧夏而准备的大型武器。明明只是短短2天的时间，这个坏女人还真是给我们留了许多麻烦事啊。
It could be a massive weapon designed to destroy Oxia. That wicked woman has caused a lot of troubles these past 2 days. I kind of don't... I don't think it's very unreasonable for Vita to do so. Does she really wants to mess up this Oxia so badly?
只是现在她没法如愿了。寻梦者，我们给她点颜色看看。
Well, she can have her way now. Dreamseeker, let's show her what we have got. Oh, is it an end boss? Oh, it's an actual end boss. Okay, so it's time to redo it over and over and snip it together so I managed to beat it. Just because of my ego, I will go with hard. It's after the monster. Jeez.
他在引导我们吗？
Strange. It's leading us somewhere.
那他对自己的实力一定很有信心吧？
This must be very confident in its strength. Man, I don't know why, but this monster reminds me so much on Sonic games.
想知道他是不是找了一个花架子来应付我们？
Laughing when we
只要打
start
起来就
fighting
知
it.
道了。
We'll see if she's bluffing if we start fighting it, and this looks like a fighting area.
去解决它！快跑！
Hoyoverse create a really nice boss fight, I must give it.
投降！看来他的那些小随从们也有些
Its
本事。
minions are quite skilled too. Okay, this is like a fish with a lot of fishes. It's like a no snake. Child charge.
明明长得像
Damn
人
it.，
为什么还能做到
And
这
they
种事？
fish? How can they do that?
快跑！
Wave. Oh, oh, that's art. Okay, I need someone to defeat this.
去解决它！别烦我！
The shield.
强制下班！好，搭把手，我们早
Okay,
点下班。
maybe we will get some damage reduction from the astral ring thing,
3、2、1，
and then defeat the shield. Come on.
老实点！
Okay, shield depleted. Now we just pressing
这不是变
buttons.
得破破烂烂了吗？
要轻敌，减轻了自身
Don't
质量，
underestimate
他的攻
it.
击变得更疯
We
狂了。
will reduce mass. It's like even become more fract.
落下来的齿轮还真碍事。
Whoa. This
真的
feeling
是
gear is so annoying.
你有没有听过以彼之道
Fight
还
fire
常
with
彼身的
fire
说法？
Okay,
真聪明，
you
想想
start.
你了。
It seems I underestimated you.
不行，
Okay, the shield it's no good. It's constantly bombing us. Let's just move further away. Oh no no no! The shield is depleted, but it does not block everything, so we are fine.
老实点。
Ooh. Yeah, this reminds me so much on Sonic games. No!
他们好像结成了不同的阵列。
They seems to be forming different formation. Oh, it just healed.
需要观察他们的样子，选择应对方式才行。
We need to observe their patterns.
有点疼。
Oh no. Oh no.
快跑！
Oh my god. What do you mean observe patterns? Look how difficult this all of is. There's no way I will manage to win this battle in one go. No, please. I don't want this monster in abyss. Q, Q, Q. Oh, ultimate,
是
right.
谁要加班？干掉了。
Wow, that was much easier. Just have to go to sleep. Alright. Are we done? Did I defeat it in the first try? No way. Child run.
别下班。
I think no matter what we choose, we would fight with this monster.
看来我可靠的好帮手们已经为愿之牙萌发完成了最后条件。我们真是心有灵犀呀！
It seems my reliable assistants have completed the last requirement for the sprout of wishing to germinate. We really are in sync.
丽塔，你还想做什么好事？最后调节又是怎么一回事？把话说清楚。
Rita, what more do you want? And what is the last requirement? Explain yourself.
还？好冤枉呀！我明明还什么都没做呢。除非你说的是画了几张精彩的画，做了几个简单的小手工，打个响指，吃上几口零食，再散一会儿步。
Huh? I haven't done anything. Unless you're talking about drawing a few beautiful pictures, making some simple craft works, snapping my fingers, eating some snacks, and taking a walk. You!
别这么生气嘛，谁叫这个世界这么无聊呢？无灾无祸的玻璃城堡，活在梦境之中的脆弱居民，大家手牵手，心连心，过着一成不变的理想生活。哇，一团和乐呀！
Don't be so angry. I did those things because this world is too boring. A fairy tale without disasters. It's fragile resident living in a dream, holding hands in unchanging, perfect lives. Oh, harmonious.
苦难的轮回里，存在着这样的世界又有什么不好？
What's wrong with a world like this? Existing in samsara of suffering.
有什么不好？
What's wrong?
德丽莎，我的大主教大人，你是不是忘记了什么事啊？难道我是这个无能小队里唯一记得我们目的的那个？维塔呀，维塔，你什么时候又成了唯一的希望之光？
Teresa, my dear overseer, have you forgotten something? I'm the only one in this incompetent team who still remembers our goals. Oh, Vita, when did you become the only hope of light?
我没有忘记我们的目的，寻梦者也没有忘。
And haven't forgotten our goals. And neither has entropy.
你们没有？寻梦者我是不指望了，让我意外的只有你而已。快记起来吧，这里没有影子，也没有毛。你们办了2天快乐的加9，难道还什么都没发现？
You haven't? I don't expect Dreamseeker to remember, but I expect you to. Come on, there's no shadow calamities or anchor here. Have you discovered nothing after playing house for today?
这又能说明什么？维塔，这和你的行为有什么关系？
What does it prove? Vita, what does this have to do with your actions?
还需要我说的更清楚吗？这里什么都没有，没有忧愁，没有绝望，没有恐惧，也没有影子。
Do I have to spell it out for you? There's nothing here. No sorrow, no despair, no fear, and no shadows.
你是说？
Are you saying?
啊哈！我聪明的德丽莎已经理解了我的初衷，没有恐惧就应该制造恐惧。影子不是从恐惧中诞生吗？我要让他们哀痛、幽默、绝望。
Ah, my spot Teresa has finally grasped my true intentions. When there's no fear, one must create it. And shadows born from fear, I want them to feel grief, dread, and despair.
以绝望的我有不自胜进取的愿望。我说过的，愿望这东西啊，会因其满足哪怕一点点而膨胀。
Wishes that bred fear I caught with the nest of despair. I have said it before. Wishes are things that swell with the slightest fulfillment.
有时，则不存在于这个世界的怪物诞生了，不存在于这个世界的苦难降临了，不存在于这个世界的我们的道标也就出现了。
Therefore, monsters that exist not in this world were born. Suffering that exists not in this world struck. In our path, markers that exist not in this world appeared.
你疯了？开什么玩笑？
You're insane! This isn't funny!
开什么玩笑，德丽莎女士，你还记得带你到这里的那个装置吗？收起你的好戏，区区数字生命，你是不是入戏太深了？
Insane? Madame Teresa, do you remember the devices that brought you here? Don't you think you are being too kind to a mere digital life form? And you too immersed in your role?
怎么，听到那些人的祈祷，想做拯救世界的神了？
What? You think people's prayers makes you want to be a god who saves the world?
维塔，够了！你为毁灭欧夏准备的怪物已经被德丽莎打倒， 冷静下来，重新商讨接下来的行动吧。
That's enough, Rita. Teresa has defeated the monster you created to destroy Oxia. Calm down so we can discuss our next step.
哦，原来如此。你们以为解决了一个被我丢掉的玩具，就能化解欧夏的危机？真是天真到可爱呢！
你还想干什么？
我想做的事啊，至今为止还没人能阻止过呢。这一次也一样。光是欧夏市可不够，我想要毁灭的是整个世界啊！准备好遗言了吗？别害怕，保证不会痛的了。
丽塔，住手！
你终于肯现身了。
哼！啊，那是我。
咦？ What? It's us? What? Okay, so it was differing albums. Okay. So I didn't quite. Okay, I understood Vita is trying to cause a lot of troubles. But what is the last one? Why is it me? Like, it doesn't really look like Dreamseeker, isn't it? Can we have a picture of her? Mastermind. I don't really see this as a Dreamseeker. What is this all about? But I guess this is our next villain. Holy. And I have to play chapter 5 to figure more about it. I'm also kind of expecting to see well, Sparkle at some point, because she got announced and we have like... Anyways, I think that's it. Okay. So that was with a show under watch. And I think definitely a lot of questions. Also very sad that the calm and peaceful days cannot be further enjoyed. Yeah, bit sad and very radical over Vita here doing stuff. So yes, thank you for watching and listening. I wish you a good day, night, afternoon, and see you in chapter 5.